Oh, it's a good day when we get to go thrifting. It's an even better day when I know that this one is going to be so much fun. Welcome back to another episode of Thrift and Gift. In case you're new here, this is a recurring series that I do over here pretty frequently, and that is where I thrift for one of you guys. I follow your Pinterest, your mood board, and I try to thrift you the capsule wardrobe of your dreams. Today's title says 90's Rachel Green from Friends inspired capsule wardrobe. I think this is so much fun. This is Emery Thomas. Emery is 26 years old. She lives in Birmingham, Alabama, and she's currently attending the University of Alabama, and she is a social work major, and she hopes to be a therapist someday. But Emery said that right now, in addition to school, she's also working at a women's workout store, like workout apparel. So because of that, most of the time she's in leggings. She really wants to have some clothes that aren't just workout clothes and to switch things up a little bit. She describes herself as bright, feminine, and bold, but currently, she's pretty fixated on Friends, specifically Rachel's style from Friends. Okay, I have to confess something. I've never actually seen Friends. I know, you can cancel me for that one. Honestly, my mom tries to cancel me once a month for that one because she loves Friends, and all I have to say to her is, Mother, you spent my whole childhood trying to stress low screen time, and it has carried on as an adult. So this is your fault, actually. But I am very well aware of her style because it is iconic. You see it everywhere. I feel like her hair has also been the topic of conversation. I know everyone was going out to get the Rachel haircuts in the 90's. We're gonna take a look at her mood board here in a minute and do a deep dive. But specifically, her wish list includes fitted, flirty tops she loves off the shoulder, cropped, unique hems, button-down sweaters, sleeveless vests, long dresses, cool jackets. She loves fun patterns, dresses, crop tops, unique cuts, scoop necks. She does not like the color pink, slouchy fits, cream or nude colors, or deep V cuts or low tops. I'm so excited to deep dive on her board a little bit more though, so I think we go and do that. Okay, at first glance, scrolling through, I do see a lot of color and pattern, but they are all pretty muted. Like there are like light burgundies, navies, some kind of sagey, mossy green, some kind of denim-y blue. So I don't think she likes color in the sense of like boom, bright colors or boom, pastels. The only bright color I see on here is a red. So it looks like she's open to reds. Something else I've noticed is she does not like slouchy, she says, but she does have quite a few oversized sweaters pinned. So I assume by slouchy, she means like in terms of tanks or tees, like maybe she would like a cropped baby tee more than like an oversized, you know, men's wear type of t-shirt. But it seems like she is open to kind of big, oversized jackets. There's like a really cool, almost vintage retro bomber jacket at the very bottom of her Pinterest board, and that is what I would consider to be slouchy. I know she said she does not like deep V's. However, I am seeing a lot of V-necks on her board. So I'm going to take that to mean like there's a lot of kind of more 90s style V-necks that have almost like an empire waist, which is basically a hem right under the bust. And I feel like maybe she's open to that. She just doesn't want too much cleavage showing. I do love that you love a crop. That opens up a whole world of possibilities, which is fantastic. Dresses would be awesome to find. She has some really fun dresses, just a couple pinned on here that are a little more form-fitting. She's a little on the petite side, so maybe she's okay and comfortable in a silhouette that is a little more snug around the waist and hips. But I feel like there is a lot to work with here. I will say, as we all know, the 90s and like kind of Y2K era is having a huge resurgence right now. All of the trendy, what do they call themselves? Vintage resellers that just swoop up everything cute at the thrift store are definitely going for these pieces right now. So we are going to have to swoop before they swoop. That's a great look at clothes. Let's take a little look at accessories. Okay, I do see that Emery has some different accessories pinned. They're so 90s. They're so cute. They fit the vibe of the board perfectly. She has this one shoulder bag that has this big buckle on the front that I think vibes are immaculate. As you guys know, from time to time, I get to partner with Vivrel on these thrift and gift videos. I get to today as well. I'm so thankful too, because that has made it financially possible for me to justify the production costs of these videos and do them a little more frequently. And I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I thought I would go through Vivrel's website and source a couple options that I would recommend to Emery based off of her style and her board. I'm someone that I do love a little luxury. Would I ever buy myself a designer bag outright? No, but I do think accessories will tie together an outfit so well, especially too if you have something fun on the books like a trip or a bachelorette or a birthday. So they've created a platform where it's membership based and you can essentially borrow bags for a monthly fee. Starts at $45 a month. You can either change out your item every single month or you can keep it for as long as you want and just continue your membership. They also have jewelry and some other things as well. This is a bag that I have been borrowing for a couple months at this point. It's a YSL kind of like envelope bag. I get so many compliments on it whenever I take it out because it's pretty unique. But this is what I would choose for Emery. I've pulled 3 options for her. The first 2 are similar because they're both Fendi bags, just different materials. One is like a kind of shinier leather material, and then the other one, it has a vintage print on it, but they're both so similar to the shape, size, and buckle style of the one she had penned. And then, this is kind of fun, I found this Prada bag. It's a re-edition from 2005. Guess what year Friends stopped filming? 2004. Same era. And if you have been interested in trying Vivrel, I actually do have a code that will save you 50% off your first month. It's Michel50. I'll also have a QR code on the screen. And if there's a wait list, I think that will also bump you to the top of the wait list as well. So handy little thing. Thank you, Vivrel, for partnering with me on this video. Those are some really cute accessory options. And with that, let's go to our favorite chaotic massive thrift store and let's do our very best. I'm gonna do my very best. I just got a front row spot, which literally never happens, so I'm hoping that that's good omen. And every time I pull up for one of these, I like re-review everything one more time before going in because I want to have clear vision. So scrolling back through her Pinterest board, and I am noticing some things I kind of missed the first time. A mini skirt, a mini dress, like it's kind of sometimes nice to look at it on a different format too, because when it's on a phone, you see kind of 2 pictures at a time, and when it's on a computer, you see like 5 at a time. So just a whole new perspective. Okay, vest is cute. I feel like it's gonna go well. Seeing this kind of material tank on her board, and I love the shape of it, and I just found this, but it's cream, and she doesn't like cream, but it's so similar. I do think it would maybe fit her a little loose, and she likes fitted, so it's so close, but because it's cream and because it might fit her a little loose, I think I gotta put it back. She does have a lot of this like super high neck style though, so I would love to find her something like that that's super fitted, because they're all very, very fitted. Okay, I just had some crazy luck. I was looking for a vest, and I found 2. I've never found vests like this here before, but I found 2. First one, so 90's. Second one, it's so like 90's meets Aritzia coated. Then I found this denim shirt that's high neck, and it has kind of the empire waist like we were talking about, and I feel like that is so 90's coated. I wanted to find a patterned high neck, like boat neck tank. Haven't found one yet, but I did find this one from 9 West, and I hope that that's just like a good basic layering piece, but I did find a shirt that's so unique, and I feel like it is super 90's. It's just an interesting color. I don't know how she'll feel about it. But those buttons, it's definitely an old tag. I would guess this tag is maybe from the 90's. Look at the font on that tag. It's technically new with tags, but new with old tags. The color is called key lime. It's somewhere between like a butter yellow and a neon green. I have some maybes hung over here. I know she likes bright red, but I feel like a lot of these are just too bright. This one has potential because I know it's going to be fitted on her, and she has a lot of stripes. I don't love the sleeves on them. It could be a cute layering piece under a jacket, like under a denim jacket or something like that, but for now I just have it in maybes. There is a lot of like fall burgundy kind of like shacket type things on her board. I found this. This feels so Gilmore Girls. Like this feels very Lorelai to me, but same era and same hotness as Rachel from Friends. Also this, I feel like there's potential for these. This one, it looks kind of vintage as well from the tag. The way you gotta do it here is when you're in a busy aisle, you gotta just like grab anything that has slight potential and then find a quiet corner and sort through it yourself later, because otherwise you'll be pushed by the crowds through. So, surviving. I really like this suede blazer. It's like a little more fitted and cropped, but I don't know if that counts as too much of a neutral, which she doesn't love. And also I don't see anything like that on her board. I just feel like it kind of fits the Rachel vibe, but not, maybe not what she's looking for. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Dang, I feel like she would love this dress, but it's definitely not her size. It would be too wide on her. Ugh, well, that would have been awesome. I did find some really interesting things on the skirt and dress aisle. Okay, this maxi skirt I think is so 90s and so cool, like that with like a boot. This I might put back. It's just simple. It's just a simple brown long dress, but I feel like it's a little too fit and flare for her style, so maybe not. Classic skirt. I feel like this could be paired with any of the sweaters that she likes and some also boots for that 90s look. This is a wild card. This is vintage Guess jeans. It's a mini dress. It's not really that much like anything on her board. It's just so cool though that I'm holding on to it for a minute. We'll see. I'm trying to find her a cardigan like one of these, so I'm in the reds right now, and I just found this 100% cashmere sweater, but it's not a cardigan. There's no buttons, and I feel like she specifically wants buttons, but oh, I feel so... As soon as I touched it, I was like, that's cashmere. And I checked, and it says 100% cashmere. It's kind of tempting. Okay, I found two cardigans that are very similar. One is like kind of between a cardigan and a Henley, and one is a little more of a classic cardigan. They're both Banana Republic and they're both green. I kind of feel like this cardigan Henley option is a little more like her board, a little more 90s and a little more versatile. I'm struggling here. And she has some super fun patterned sweaters. This is like the most fun pattern I can find. The neckline, I cannot picture how that neckline is gonna fit. And I don't know if it's too bright. Okay, wait, I just found this in the men's section, which I feel like is so much more like her inspo like this. Look at that. So I think I'm gonna get this and put this one back. I have so much to sort through. I gotta make some big decisions. Look at how many things I just randomly grabbed. Oh my gosh. I am so pumped on this haul. I seem to be similar sizing to Emery. She might be a pant size smaller than me and 2 to 3 inches shorter than me, but hopefully this should give us a, somewhat good gauge. Also, side note, every time I thrift, I always try to get things that have a lot of fluctuation in the sizing, especially since I'm shopping for someone else. But I do the same thing when I'm shopping for myself since there's not dressing rooms there. That's why you don't really often see me buy pants or things that don't have stretch. I love a tie waist or just adjustable in general. Gives me a little bit of flexibility with shopping for someone I've never met, and then also gives me a little flexibility with being able to try on some things for you guys so you can kind of see generally what the pieces fit like, even if I'm not the exact size of the person I'm shopping for. So anyways, blah, blah, blah. We're here for the good stuff. Let's see the clothes. I think we start out with a few tops. Oh, I did buy myself a tank. It's literally just Target, but it has a fish on it and it's so cute. So that's the one thing I got myself. I found so many great 90s-esque tops and tanks, and one thing specifically that she was looking for were vests. And I found two, golly, they were each $3.99. This one is just kind of classic, like a very small houndstooth pattern. So from afar, it kind of almost reads as a gray, maybe paired with a little skirt or some low-rise jeans and, little kitten heel flip-flop sandals. You see the vision? Let's see how this looks though. I'm so curious. I've never tried on a vest styled like that before, so let's see how it turns out. Okay, I love this look. And how fun. I am a little busty, so I don't know how that will fit her, but I feel like this is a really strong start. But wait, there's more. We got another one. This brand, to me, does not look new. Rampage. I said in the thrift store that this kind of reminds me of a little bit Aritzia coated. I like how this is almost a heathered brown. Like, it's not gray, it's not brown, it's somewhere in between, but the slight chocolatey thread in this, it makes it feel just like warm, inviting, kind of fall adjacent. This is so cute with trousers or a skirt. Okay, I hope it fits the way I picture it in my head, but let's find out right now. I love this. Styled the same way. I'm glad that I got both of these because they fit a little bit differently. The last one was a little more fitted across the chest. This one is a little looser across the chest. So depending on how sizing typically works out for her. I also like that this is a little more long line. I feel like this styled with a belt over it would be such a fun nighttime look. Daytime, just like this. Nighttime with the belts, really cinch in that waist. I love it. Here's a little closer look. I think it's so fun. Shifting gears a little. I hope these straps aren't too long, but I'm really hopeful for the shirt. This was one of the more expensive things that we got. It was $20, but it's new with tags, and the tag says it's normally $46. Oh, wait, it's Zara. I don't know how I missed that, but I just thought this was so her because it is a higher neckline like she likes. It has that kind of 90s empire waist situation that you see a lot in tops, and it has a longer line that would go well with more low-rise pants, which are also very early 2000s-ish. So I really hope it fits and is cute, but I feel like it would be a really fun layering piece. So let's see what it looks like on. I think this is so fun. This honestly fits even more fitted than I was expecting. And in the store, I was a little bit bummed that I couldn't find any high neck fitted tops besides the one very simple black one that we found. And I thought that this would fit a little more baby doll, but this actually fits a little kind of corset-y, which I feel like fits her board a little better than I anticipated. So it's so nice when you try on something and it actually fits the vibe better than you thought it might. A little unique, a little different, super cute. It has a nice low back, which I think balances the additional fabric in the front in a really nice, tasteful way. I love this. Okay, here's one of our real wild cards. This color is nowhere in her board at all. I just thought fun statement top. Style is very 90s. It is giving kind of girly, flirty, which I know she wanted to incorporate some of those types of feels. I think it might be vintage based on the tag, but it has a corset back, which as I mentioned earlier is something that is very customizable, and she can cinch this to fit however she wants it to. So when I'm thrifting for someone else, I get excited to see that. If this is so not your style, don't feel like you need to tell me you like it, okay? It is a bold color. It is a bold color. Okay, it's another fitted top. Just like the last one, I didn't really know how this would read, and I kind of felt like a failure walking away with not as many fitted tops as I want, but I guess I walked away with a handful of fitted tops. I do feel like this color is really great for looking extra tan because it is a little shimmery and it is really bright and a little bit cool toned as well. So I feel like that kind of brings out a natural tan and glow a little bit. Just a pale girl hack, things I think about. I feel like it's a fun piece. And here's what the back looks like with a little corset tie. She could untie this and, you know, style this a lot looser on the front if she wants to. But I feel like since she specifically likes fitted tops, she's gonna wanna cinch that right in. Excited to see the pictures of this one on her. How about let's balance out the boldness of the last color with a simple black shirt. She has a lot of kind of more crepey materialed high neck shirts on her board. I wanted to find something that was fitted. I will say it's weirdly hard to find things at the thrift store that aren't fitted or that are fitted without being just cotton tank tops, like the one that I got from Target for myself today. I feel like they're either like just undershirt tank tops, or a lot of the times the more blousy tops seem to be flowy, and I don't know why that is. I went shirt by shirt through the whole tank aisle, but this feels like it has potential to be somewhat fitted, and it has that really fun, can you see, kind of crepey material, which she has some of on her board. So perhaps classic, maybe a fun layering piece. And you know what? I think that we could possibly try it on with. Should we do a 2-for-1 special? I want to try it on with this skirt. I'm not gonna lie, part of me was like, if this skirt fits, it's gonna be really hard to not be tempted to keep it for myself. There is an elastic coming through, so I don't know if it's supposed to be coming through, but that is customizable. You could tie that waist. This is just such a fun maxi skirt. I love the pattern so much. Look at that pattern up close. Oh, it's just so cool. So I feel like it could be very 90s. I picture it with some boots underneath and maybe like a denim jacket or a sweater or something like that on top. I'm excited to see those together. Shut up. I love this skirt so much. I don't know if the buttons are supposed to be styled down the front or the back, but this is what the skirt looks like. I think it's so flattering and so fun. Also could be pulled up as high as she wanted to like make it fit more like a midi length or just be a full maxi length. But this kind of more long line silhouette over it, I think is also very 90s. We got the boat neck that she loves. Such a great layering piece. I keep saying denim jacket, and I wish I found one that was like a nice oversized denim jacket, but you could picture how a denim jacket would look with this. I just feel like it would be so good. It would be so good. How about we try on another 2-for-1 special? I'm so excited about this combo. Okay, I found this little mini skirt and thought this is so precious. It's actually a workout brand, new with tags. It's Halara. I have seen them all the time on ads. But I thought that this skirt was so cute. Will this fit me? I have no idea, but I feel like it's kind of 90s because the cut of it is a little more of like a micro skirt. Also corduroy adjacent, so timeless, so fall, so cute, maybe layered with a sweater. Y'all saw my sweater debacle in store, and I ended up deciding that this was the closest to her mood board, and it is a men's sweater. But picture this with that skirt, wouldn't it be cute? Let's try it on together. 2-for-1 special, let's go. Okay, this skirt is a little tight on me. Like I said, I'm about 1 pant size larger than her, but I think since it's an athletic brand, it's pretty stretchy. So I actually am still able to like get it zipped and everything like that. This is how it looks with this men's knit sweater that we found. It's a like nice long sweater, but it kind of comes in at the waist a little bit. So it's really easy to flip the seam under and have it kind of styled as a slouchy look. Also, this skirt has built-in bike shorts, so it's great because the bike shorts stay in place and like don't get bunched up underneath the skirt, but you feel covered all at the same time. This with that little bag that we found earlier, like a little tiny little shoulder bag, so precious. Okay, I really wanted to find her a thin cardigan that was pinned several times on her board. This is the closest I could find. It is somewhere between a thin cardigan and a Henley, but in some ways that's nice because she could wear it several ways. Super soft, it's Banana Republic, which is great brand. I kind of grew up on that brand. I feel hopeful. I mean, it's kind of classic, staple. So let's see how that looks together. I still have on the last skirt, but here's this cardigan styled open just with a tank underneath. It's so comfy, it's so soft. You know I'm such a sensory girl. Both actually, this skirt and this are both quite comfy. This is what it would look like if she buttoned it. It is a little bit lower of a button than I was anticipating. I was hoping it would button a little more like starting up here so that you could wear it as a shirt by itself, and you still could. It just would maybe be more of a deep V, which I know she doesn't love, but still so cute, right? I think pairing this with maybe a lighter tank underneath, like a cream. You know, she doesn't love cream. Just a pop underneath this would be a really, really pretty combo. And this is turning out to be quite the capsule wardrobe because all these things really can go together. Like, look at this next thing. I'm gonna keep the skirt on with it. I wanted to get her a more long sleeve kind of fall, autumnal, burgundy or like rich orangey type of top. I ended up deciding that this was our best bet. This was made in Guatemala. This is kind of a shacket in a way. The material is really fun and nice too. It definitely feels very 90s and it has the same kind of pattern and color combo that I saw quite a bit on her board. And something about this, I think I might have said this in the store, it feels very Gilmore Girls to me. Maybe because Gilmore Girls, I only picture all the fall scenes in Stars Hollow, so it feels 90s and fall. So let's see what that looks like. Like, hello? Isn't that so fun? I feel like it's unique and like has enough personality to really stand out, but still feel like the kind of trendy 90s that is currently being brought back. It's a happy in between. I like the way it fits. It is hard to find things like this that don't have massive shoulder pads. Trust me, I tried quite a few on. So the fact that this will lay on the shoulder this way, I think is very flattering and brings it into the current decade quite a bit. This with, what are the boots that everybody loves that I found in my very first thrift and gift? They're not Fry? Is that how you say it? I haven't thought even about those boots since I bought them, but like in that warm, shiny kind of camel color with this outfit. Oh, so cute. The last two are wild cards. Brace yourself, okay? I found this and I was like, oh, a scarf. But then I realized this scarf has a button on it and a little loop, and I thought, could this be worn kind of as a poncho? I feel like ponchos are coming back right now and were so popular. And this, maybe with like a tube top underneath and a little like mini skirt or black shorts underneath that with some boots. I don't know. We'll see if this can be worn as a poncho type of vibe, because is there enough room for your arms to go underneath it? I'm not sure. Let's find out together right now, but I just love the material and the pattern. It has the same kind of warmth and similar floral pattern that I've seen a lot on her board. How do we feel about this styled as a poncho? Am I pushing the envelope too far? If that's not the vibe, this button comes undone, and it's so easy to make this more of just like a traditional scarf, which I also feel like is pretty 90s, like that, or like this, or like this. So many different ways. You could also tie this on a bag. I just liked the colors of it, and I feel like it fits the rest of our haul, but believe it or not, that's not my most wild card. I've saved the most wild for last. I'm nervous about it. The colors of this are similar to her board, and that's about it. This feels retro, vintage, 90s. The colors are there, but I don't see anything like this on her board. So if you hate this, no hard feelings. I just could not pass up this. Look at the tag. Doesn't that feel like vintage Guess? Yet again, very fall. I'm excited to see how this fits. Let's give it a go. Emery, I don't know. I couldn't get this to fully button over my hips. Well, I guess there's only really one left. I don't know. It's mini. It's mini, it's short, it's straight neck. I'm a little too this for this dress. I don't know how it's gonna fit her. There's potential, but I also can't tell if the potential is a little like an apron. Worst case scenario, upcycle this to an apron. Best case scenario, maybe it fits you great, maybe you love it, and you are a few inches shorter than me, so maybe it won't be too short on you. I feel a little exposed. Also, it's just pulling on me. You gotta try the wild thing from time to time, you know? Also curious to know y'all's thoughts on all of the pieces. Honestly, we really found an array. Like, I'm pretty impressed with us. High five to that. This episode's not over though. We still have to find out the feedback from the last episode. Okay, if you watched the last episode, then you saw me shop for Shawn. I will say I was shocked. This is the first time I've thrifted for someone super local. And the reason that I can't do these even more frequently, I would love to, is because I always want to give enough time for the person to receive their package and then send me their feedback. And sometimes shipping can be a week, and like, I don't want to rush them with feedback. I literally put this in the mail and got an email from her like the next day with all the photos. I told her she won the award for the quickest turnaround feedback, but this is what she said. She said, "Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. It felt like Christmas morning finding out that you thrifted all this just for me. You seriously did such a good job. Colors, fit, and vibes are spot on. The only thing that didn't work out was the black tank, but everything else worked perfectly." Here's her feedback. Ivory sweater. The fit couldn't be more perfect. I love the chunkier knit and neckline. I can't wait for it to cool down so this can become a staple piece. Then she says the brown tank. It makes me look pretty boxy if untucked, but it's super cute tucked into jeans. I think it would also make for a good basic to layer with something open on top. Floral Henley. Okay, so I think it's super funny that you picked this because I recently started to see the Henley come back, and honestly, I'm loving it. It kind of reminds me of Vampire Diaries. White and striped button up. She said these are great versatile pieces. I'm actually surprised I didn't have something like this already. Def a SoCal staple. I agree. The band tee. I always like a distressed black tee. I don't have any that are cropped, and so this one is great. I'll be able to pair this with so many things already in my closet. Blue shacket. I love the fabric and the color. It's not pastel. It's definitely an earthy blue. Phew. I really like this one because I feel like I can pair it with any type of outfit and get a different vibe. Jumpsuit. I love this. I already have it in black and I wear it all the time. It's the perfect mom outfit. I can throw on sneakers and go to the park, or pair it with a bodysuit and heels, and it's great for date night. So happy to have it in another color. Brown pants. These are a bit long, like you said, so I'll just go ahead and hem them a tad. Honestly, I don't think I would have picked these for myself, but I ended up loving them. Thank you so much. I'm shocked at how well you're able to get my style, and you totally nailed it with the versatility. When I started pulling everything out of the box, my family said, "Yep, all those look like Shawn." So thanks so much for including me in this series. It was a lot of fun. So sweet. She looks so great, and all of these, I love the brown pants on her. Honestly, that is quite possibly my favorite thing. The brown pants and that sweater. So good, so fall. She's so precious. here's a look at our stack all nicely folded. I feel like we got a good variety of color and pattern and texture. And you know, besides this lime green, I think everything is very cohesive. As you guys know, I like to try my best whenever I have things on hand to treat these packages like there's a little bit of a fun PR surprise. So this is what I'm adding in today. I have a perfume from Boy Smells for her. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty that is. I have this little trio from Jones Road Beauty. I have all these products myself. I love them. I've been wearing this lippy a lot actually. So we got a little lipstick, a little highlighter, and a little compact mirror as well. And then I got her this almond honey cookie whipped goat milk body cream to add in there. So we got a nice little haul of little things, and I'm gonna pop this in the mail. But in case you would also like to submit yourself, here's how to do it. I will say at this point, we are nearing 1,500 submissions, give or take. So I'm gonna need you to clickbait me. I want your title, your subject line to just be so interesting, give me a vibe of who you are. Send that to michelthriftsandgifts@gmail.com. I need as much information as possible. Photos of you, your Pinterest or your mood board, however you want to send over all of your inspo pictures, your sizing, your wish list, what you love, what you hate, very important, your address, and any other thing that you think could be helpful for me to know. Like maybe if you're like me, I'm like, don't even bother trying to shop for pants for me. They're impossible. Focus on tops and shoes, or whatever that might be. The more information, the merrier, and the more likely I will be able to choose you and shop for you. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to see at the end of next episode how all of these things work out for Emery. So stay tuned and subscribe for that. I am trying to hit 250,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, so I'm trying to remember to vocalize that. I don't know if I'm gonna hit that goal or not, but it's fun to have goals and maybe fail goals. It's good for character building or something like that. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for shopping with me. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.